Hey guys, Chris here. So we actually recorded this the Saturday after E3 had taken place, but then I really never got around to editing it. And then I went on vacation, and then I forgot. So here is our E3 impressions a month later. I hope you enjoy it. Hi everybody, welcome to our E3 discussion.
Jesus Christ! What are the mic across the room?
Well, it's further away from me.
3 feet.
That's not 3 feet.
Did it spike?
That is 3 feet.
No, it didn't spike.
Okay, whatever.
There's a child sleeping in this house, and you're just screaming about games.
Look,
Alright.
I have to make sure it's picked up because the settings are weird, alright? So anyway, we're going to start with Microsoft and work our way through, like, each one. So, like, it'll be Microsoft, then Bethesda, then Ubi, then Square, then Nintendo.
Okay.
Like, in order.
Yeah.
So, I brought up Microsoft's here.
Did you list Bethesda?
Yeah, Bethesda is second.
Alright.
So, I don't have it in any sort of order, so we'll just kind of take the bigger announcements from E3, or from
Microsoft?
Yeah, from Microsoft.
From Microsoft.
The first thing that they showed off is actually, I remember this, is Cyberpunk 2077.
With the Keanu Reeves, the love of my life.
Like, I didn't know what it was when it first started. And then, like, I was like, oh, that Cyberpunk game, I remember that. And it actually looks really good.
It does. The graphics are fantastic. The gameplay looks awesome. I can't tell if it's going to be like a first-person shooter.
They didn't really show any gameplay, though. That's the thing.
True.
It was more of a...
It's got
cinematic.
Keanu Reeves in it, and I'm okay with that.
Nate,
everyone is.
Nate, has anyone ever told you you're breathtaking?
Thank you. You're breathtaking.
Yeah.
There we get a free copy.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's the one thing I like about games nowadays is that they're starting to throw in some famous like actors.
When do they stop being games and actually become interactive movies?
Okay, that's a very good point. I mean,
I don't have.
that's what games have always been.
I don't have time to unpack this.
We've got an hour
That's a
now.
conversation for another.
They,
day.
I don't remember the order, but I remember they showed off Blair Witch.
I did like me some Blair Witch.
When the trailer started, I was like, what the fuck? This is definitely a horror game, but what is it? And then Blair Witch showed up, and I was like, no way!
I thought it was another Slenderman game because of the weird face.
Yeah.
The thing I have here says that they're getting some strong Alan Wake vibes, and Andrew, can you attest to that?
I don't know.
Have you played Alan Wake?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games.
It's actually my favorite game of all time.
Oh, okay.
wanted to
Sort
play it.
of.
He
It
suggested
seems
it
more
to me.
like Outlast, honestly, like first person found footage type thing.
But in that instance, it
I mean,
stays true to the movie, right?
Well, yeah, but you could really say that any dark game is like Alan Wake because it had a very dark aesthetic. A lot of the palettes were just black.
Blacks, grays.
Yeah.
Dark, like just darker versions.
They showed off Minecraft Dungeons,
which looked pretty fun.
yeah, if
I
you're into
mean-
like the what is it, Diablo? It's not-
Dungeon crawler. is
Dungeon
the-
crawler. I don't want to say Diablo-esque because it doesn't look too much like.
Yeah, well, the genre
Strategy
is-
based.
No, the genre is dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's also a little bit of strategy based too.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
it
what
looks
dungeon crawler is.
interesting. It's probably something that it is going to be on Game Pass, so I'll probably try it out.
Yeah. But this is Minecraft. so
Actually,
it'll do.
something cool they announced at the conference at the very beginning is anything that was a Microsoft Game Studios game
on Game Pass?
is going to be a day one Game Pass game.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I feel that. Like, then what's the point of like pre-ordering a game or whatnot? You know, like do you still
Well,
get
that's the thing is don't. If it's going to be on Game Pass, don't.
True enough.
You're getting it.
But here's the thing. Not everything on Game Pass is going to stay forever. It's a rotating system.
Yeah.
So who's
That's
to say
true
that,
too.
Who's to say they won't change their mind about the Microsoft Studios games? Basically, it's just I feel like Game Pass is just a way to try out games, and you know if
See
you
what
if
vibes.
Then you buy it, right?
Yeah, if you do like the game, you buy it and you support the content creator.
Well,
Don't pirate. Pirating is bad.
the
har.
the Game Pass subscription that you're paying for is helping pay for the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
The
like, and
creation.
because it's a Microsoft Studios game, you're paying Microsoft the service anyway.
True enough. Very true.
It's interesting. You can't see Chris's face or Nate's face or Wes's face.
Or your face.
But you can't see my face either, but that's okay, because I'm so beautiful, you couldn't handle it. But that's not what I was getting at.
Jesus?
You couldn't see their faces, but when I said, don't pirate, they all gave me a look, and I don't quite understand why. Can you tell me? Can you tell me why you made a face?
Oh, I was just looking over. I had to double take. That's all.
Why? For what reason?
Sometimes we enjoy movies at the expense of.
Are you saying you're a criminal? Are you saying
We got him, boys!
We got him. Dude, I just pull a wiretap out.
The FBI's like, God.
Mr. Everything on your hard drive is legal in air quotes.
Gears 5.
I have a virtual erection for that game.
I think I'm more excited for that Terminator Dark Fate DLC.
Yeah, no, okay, so Chris, Richard, and I were watching it, and I was just like, is that the Terminator? Richard's like, no, it's Gears of War, you idiot. And it pops up, I go, really, Richard?
It's just a T-800 with a freaking
Lancer. Which makes it that much scarier for some reason.
I was like, fuck, I didn't know I need this in
They
my
talked
life.
about their Project X Cloud, which it's like it's their version of Stadia essentially, where you have the
Google Stadia thing.
Yeah, you have the streaming service, and you can play your games wherever you are on your phone, whatever. If your phone can do
Can
that,
handle it.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of phones will just probably blow up due to it all.
if you have a newer phone, you won't have to worry
Yeah,
about
true
it.
enough.
The new Elite controller looks pretty good. I'm hoping with this one, it lowers the price of the original.
Yeah. I mean, because, Andrew, you have one, right?
Oh, what?
The Pro
The
Elite
Elite
controller.
Elite
I do have the Pro Elite controller. Sorry, somebody messaged me. I'm a bad person.
It's alright.
So what about the controller? I'm so sorry.
It was the new one that came
All I
out.
said was I hope
The
that
Elite
since the
Pro
new one's
controller.
coming out, that they drop the price of the first one.
Oh, there's new ones coming out.
Yeah, there's a new Elite controller.
It's got all kinds
Oh yeah,
of shit.
Andrew forgot to watch the Microsoft conference. So.
I hope that happens too.
It has a
I
new-
watched the trailers. I watched the only conference that mattered, and it was Bethesda.
Basically, it's
Bethesda
got an
was
internal
okay
battery
this
that's
time. I mean-
rechargeable with a dock that has over
We'll get
40
to it.
hours of power.
Fuck yeah.
They introduced
And the buttons
the
are
Game Pass is
increased.
coming to PC.
You
Which
can
is
tighten
cool because I know a lot of
the,
people that play PC.
Sticks.
Yeah.
And instead of paying you'd have to buy the PC subscription and the Xbox subscription separately.
Yeah, which is just a money grab. And
So in order to appease people who wouldn't want to do that, they made the Game Pass Ultimate, which gives you both of the Game Pass services plus Gold for $15 a month, which isn't terrible at all.
no, because what about 50? It's $15 for Game Pass.
You're saving $15. No, it's $10 for each thing.
Oh yeah, so you're saving like $5.
Yeah, no, you're saving like 15.
It's $14.99 for Game Pass.
Oh
Ultimate.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's not too bad.
What do they mean by adjustable tension thumbsticks?
Like you can change the tension so it's not so like loose.
Yeah,
So
you
like
can
when you do
twist it with a
steering, when
screwdriver
you're
and
playing like
tighten it up.
racing games, you can turn it like it's more
Precise.
precise. Yeah.
When you dropped your phone on the thing, it spiked into the mic card.
Oh, sorry.
You just spiked it again.
It's fine. It's not as bad.
Because they showed it when they tightened
Battletoads?
the stick up, they showed, like,
I mean, that's
footage
okay,
from
I guess.
Forza Horizon 4 where it had the smoothness of the turning. compared
Lego
to, like,
Star
the
Wars: The
normal
Skywalker Saga looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that just all 9 games in one?
Yeah, it's all 9
So
games
it's
in
not
one.
going to release until episode 9's out.
After, yeah, it'll be like around the holiday season, actually.
Yeah.
What, 2020?
No,
No,
they'll
this
probably
year.
release it around like actual holiday season.
Because
They'd have to release it after the movie comes out.
Yeah,
episode 9 comes out this year, don't it?
They did this. They actually did something similar. They released a Lego game with a movie that wasn't out yet before the movie, and it was like a month or so before the movie.
They just give
I don't
you
know.
the
Maybe
room
they
for
will
the
hold it
disc.
until spring. Who knows?
They probably will.
It doesn't say.
The Dragon. Oh, and then there's that Dragon Ball Z. Thing
Oh yeah.
That looked.
I'm actually kind of
Kakarot
excited for that.
easy.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's actually an action RPG instead of your basic fighter.
What does that mean?
You actually go around and walk around and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because it looked like ever play Ashura's Wrath.
No.
Okay, well, pretty much what it is, you walk around, you play as a guy named Ashura, and you fight little minions. Then when you fight the bosses, you do normal like beat 'em up sort of things, but then a lot of quick time events during the fight,
Oh, I don't know.
and it was just really like the fight was very cinematic at that point.
There's been more shown off from it, but I haven't seen any of it yet.
I actually got to play Dragon Ball Kakarot early. I just put season 1 in my DVD player and I played it. There you go. Because that's all it is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this time it's not just fight and then fight and then fight.
Excuse me, can you tell me about Legacy of Goku 1 and 2?
There's actually, well, yeah, but those. I mean, Legacy of Goku 1 was terrible, and this is actually going to be good, and there's going to be side
Tell me
quests.
more.
It's going to be an actual RPG and not a.
I'm just not excited. I'm not. And I love Dragon Ball. I just can't get it. I just can't get behind it. Something I've already played. And watched.
7,000 times.
I don't know. We'll see.
How do you feel about GT?
Then there's State of
How do I
Decay.
feel about GT?
Can we not do this right now? We're doing.
This is Microsoft. This is an anime.
Hey, you got on Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because it's one of the games coming out.
A new Tales game was announced. Tales of Arise.
And I'm still trying to figure out why every single anime-based game or Japanese-based game has freaking spike mountains everywhere.
Just cause Phantasy Star
Mecha.
Online 2 looks pretty neat.
Yeah, I did look.
State of
pretty
Decay 2. I'm not really into the State of Decay games.
decent. Like I can see why people get into it. I just couldn't.
tried it
Forza
on Game
Horizon
Pass.
4 Lego Speed Champions looks kind of fun, actually. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I still wish they would make another Blur game, but so be like.
12 minutes. That's the one where the dude's trapped in the time loop.
What?
Yeah,
That looks really cool.
Weird.
I didn't see that one.
Essentially, a dude's trapped in a time loop of 12 minutes, and the trailer showed like a bunch
His
of
wife,
different.
his wife tells him that they're gonna have a baby, but then somebody comes in and like kills them or something.
Yeah,
And he switched. He has to. It's like a Groundhog Day situation where he has to like stop it from happening, but he only has 12 minutes.
yeah.
That's weird. That's
Yeah,
cool.
and he has to convince her that it's
confusing.
actually real and happening. Way to the Woods is that one with the deer.
Yeah.
That looked really pretty though.
Yeah, it's inspired by Miyazaki.
I was gonna say I couldn't think of the
And
for some reason. There's Borderlands,
Borderlands stuff. Yep.
which I love Borderlands, so
I don't
I'm
know a
pretty
whole lot
stoked
about that. And then
Are we not going to talk about Ori and the Blind Forest too?
It's
I didn't
Ori
play
and
the first
Will
one.
of the Wisps. That's what it was called.
I didn't play the first one, and I actually accidentally scrolled past it. But yeah, we can talk about that.
We're
If
going
you
to talk about it.
Okay.
And how beautiful it is.
It does
and
look
how
really good.
everything is hand painted.
So I
How was
watched.
Ori?
I actually watched the conference in 4K,
It's really good.
and
Yeah,
like
maybe
a lot of the
I
stuff
get a
was
4K
blowing me
TV.
away. I was like,
get to
see everything in
4K now.
Don't be
Actually,
sorry.
Chris, I do own Ori. You can
Do you?
play it. You can
Okay.
install it.
all right.
It's a really hard platformer though. I've had it for like 3 years, and I think I'm only on like level 5.
But yeah, no.
If Cuphead is really any
Easy.
indication of how good I am at
Have you
platformers.
played Celeste?
No.
Oh god, that was fucking. It was a good game. It was
And
fun.
then we got this game coming from George R.R. The dryer's done. Coming from George R.R. Martin, from the people who do Dark Souls,
Ring of Elden, so it's called.
Ring of Elden. It looks really
looks-
cool.
Well, I remember watching it, and it went. Who was the first guy?
His name is Hidetaka Miyazaki.
Yeah, so Miyazaki, and then we're like Miyazaki, and then all of a sudden, and George R.R. Martin. I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna die in this one. And as we're watching, I was like, is this like another Dark Souls? Is this Bloodborne?
Yeah, it's from Software.
Yeah, it's from Software. You said that, and I was just like, this looks awesome. Which, by the way, you and I still need to play Dark Souls. Finish that up.
Yeah, someday.
Excuse me.
Overall, Microsoft was really strong this year.
It was. They had some pretty exciting things drop down. A lot of it is very just beautiful to look at.
Oh yeah,
Like there was a
games are going towards like the graphical. I can't talk. Like capabilities. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Are getting to a point where like
It's not even that. It's just instead of seeing like the same style over and over, something very similar.
Well, that's still
we're
happening,
seeing-
but
yeah, but we're seeing a lot of. Cover your mouth.
I did.
You see a lot of very like just more love put
Yeah.
into it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like very much
unfortunately we
time taken.
didn't get a whole lot of new from Microsoft. It was mostly stuff that we already knew about. for the most part.
Yeah.
But that's okay because we actually got to see these things. There was a lot of cinematic trailers. Alright, so next up is Bethesda. Yeah, you waited till I started recording to do that, you asshole.
told me to shut up. Fuck you, mate. Fucking asshole.
Anyway,
It's just a ginger ale.
I don't remember the
You're
order,
ginger
so I'm
ale.
just going to go off this this thing that I have up here. Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, I was saying when we first saw it, what is it about? Is it just people just get raptured?
I can't really tell either, but the woman who was talking about it was really excited.
She was I can understand her, but yes.
Then there's something here called Deathloop.
Is that 12-minute one?
No, that's
No.
different.
Wow.
It's not the one where they have to
Folks
kill
behind
each other.
Dishonored have a new
Yeah.
game. So that looks... I don't remember that one, actually.
It's the one where the girl and the guy are constantly trying to kill each other.
Oh, right,
For
yes,
some
yes, I got it.
unknown
I remember now.
some reason other than just to escape the loop.
And the story revolves around loops. Got it,
Mhm.
okay. And then, Doom Eternal.
What about it?
I mean,
I've got a murder boner.
I'm really
ready.
I'm really bad at shooters, so I've been trying to play Doom,
I'm ready.
and every time I open the game, I'm like, I don't think I'm ready to do this right now. So I close it again and go play something else. But
You need to play Doom.
I
Doing
think
a
I will
series.
play Doom, especially if somebody else has it. I'll definitely play multiplayer, because it looks a lot of fun.
I'll have it.
forget.
Especially
I have it, yeah.
especially the demons battle mode thing that they showed off.
Yeah, well, in multiplayer in Doom, they have a demon orb that you get, and that's one of your on your loadout. It's a
Yeah,
demon.
the problem is that the Doom online servers, nobody's ever on them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the battle mode thing that they showed
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm getting at is I hope that there's a better online community for that than there was for the first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it was Doom Online was pretty hopping when it first came out. Because I had a couple. It didn't take me too long to get into matches when it first came out, but after 2 months, it died.
So, and then they played the let's fix things game.
Ah, yes, 76.
So Fallout is getting a huge free update
Yeah,
that's going to add NPCs and new quest lines and dialogue trees and everything it should have had from the beginning.
okay.
They shouldn't
I can
have
see-
even brought that up. They should feel ashamed of themselves.
No, here's the thing. Okay,
It's a good look
No, let me-
for
let
what
me-
it is.
let
It's a
me-
good game. I like it.
here's the thing. I understand why they did it this way, because as 76, you were the first people to come out of the vault in 25 years. And a lot has happened in Appalachia in those 25 years.
But there should
So-
still be people.
Yeah.
Not as there's some shit happened that forced everyone out of the area.
You mean the Mothman?
Yes. And ghouls and such like that. It was just too hot of an area.
I love you, Mothman.
So as the players go around and set up their camps and whatnot, it's slowly word in universe is getting out saying, "Hey, Appalachia is cool to come back now."
I
And
think
so-
another thing is the servers were never heavily populated either.
No,
So,
and it didn't turn out to the way they wanted to when it came to the PvP aspect.
oh, people
Everyone-
are friendly as heck.
Yeah, I remember just walking around with
We'd
Preston.
see people and wave at them,
just
and they
"Hey, how you
just
doing?"
and they'd
They're
wave back, and we
"What's
just
up?"
keep going.
Yeah, just keep doing our quests.
And then they announced that it's getting a 52-player battle royale mode, which sounds interesting.
Because every game's got to have a battle royale mode lately.
I mean, it does sound interesting. A Fallout battle royale sounds pretty cool.
I mean, you could say that with
'Cause
any Gears of War battle
Well,
royale.
let's say, can you? Well, here's the thing: can
Elder
you
Scrolls
use your
Battle
custom
Royale.
weapons?
Okay, yeah.
52?
And then they talked about Elder Scroll Blades. It's the mobile game.
I tried getting into the early access with it, but for some reason my phone's just no.
My phone, I can't
Probably.
download. Like, my phone's not compatible. You have to have Android 9
Oh.
or iOS, something. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's something they should probably try to fix, but whatever.
Well, it's a high graphic kind of.
Yeah, but they should still make a lower end, lower
Why?
res version. Because then everyone's gonna have an Android 9 or a high iOS.
To
Just-
pander the peons.
yes,
They
the
expect,
pander
they
the
expect
peasants,
It's for people. I don't know, but it is coming to Switch later this fall. So,
which I'll probably get it on the Switch.
Anyone
and then online,
E
ESO is getting some new DLC stuff.
Yes, with Elsewire and
Scalebreaker?
Scalebreaker I think is a quest.
Okay, I don't know a whole lot
trial.
about.
For what? Online?
ESO.
Yeah, Scalebreaker's
As a trial.
no.
And they're still hard at work on Starfield and ES6, so
I thought Scalebreaker was the next.
Starfield.
it's a new game.
Yes, no, you're right. Scalebreaker is the next season.
Elsewhere was the new quest
Which
or
it-
whatever. Or
Was the DLC drop?
Did they announce anything for
Because
ES6?
it's
No,
No location.
nothing.
It's the new
Okay,
new
good.
continent, I guess. Or
And
new
then
country.
Wolfenstein
Six.
it has a VR game coming out,
Which allows you to play as a Nazi mech,
and then Youngblood,
which I'm excited for.
I still gotta beat the first two.
Yeah.
and then
They're too hard.
another
Not
mobile
too
game
hard.
called Commander Keen, based on an old game. I didn't care too much about that.
Done what 90s cartoon thing?
Oh no, it's actually based on an old PC game.
Oh, okay.
hmm
They should,
Uh,
they should
was one more.
remaster the Oregon Trail.
Rage 2 is getting a new expansion.
Are you okay?
Oh god, hit the like button if you want.
Andrew's dying so sad.
You want a remastered Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail.
And that's
Fun.
basically it for Bethesda. Bethesda was... They had a couple good things in there that I cared about, but overall, they weren't the best for me.
I'm disappointed that they didn't redo Skyrim for this 25th millionth time.
Oh, it'll be Elder Scrolls 6.
Todd's
somewhere in
like,
Skyrim.
Todd said they were working on Elder Scrolls 6,
Somewhere in Skyrim.
aka Skyrim 2.
Joke's on us. It's Elder Scrolls Skyrim 2, the Dovahkiing's Redemption.
And then we had...
Alduin's
Ubi.
back and he's pissed off.
And I have to look up Ubi so I can
Oh
talk
my
about...
God.
You know what? Do we even have to, like... Rainbow Six, the guy from Punisher,
And that's about it. Like,
is going to be in one of the games. Watch Dogs looks really cool.
yeah, no, here's the thing. I was talking, I think it may have been Wes.
was
I
this
was
morning.
talking to Wes about how with Watch Dogs, I liked Watch Dogs, I like the premise behind it, but when it comes to like hacking and stuff like that, you never they said you got people to follow you, but they were just like characters you just talked to, and they didn't really do anything unless it was the mission. Like when you get characters or you get NPCs that you can control. I liked how it was in like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you can send them off to do something or have them with you when you called them.
No, you can do
It-
that.
Yeah, well now you can.
He's
And
talking
with
about the first
Legion,
two.
yeah, with the first two, and then with Legion, like you just got so much cool shit going on. Like when they were showing off the granny, who's like some ex-assassin.
And then, like, permadeath is a thing.
Yeah, permadeath is a thing, which makes it so you get that much more attached to a character rather than like he said, some sort of cannon fodder.
I
Death is
don't
just
know. Chris
fucking
knows what
awful.
I'm gonna say.
It
It looks like a less fun Payday 2.
Yeah, that's what you said
Yeah.
before.
But I don't know. It has potential to
Permadeath
either
is-
be really good or really bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna go either way. There's no
Yeah,
gonna be in between with
No,
it.
there's really not, and I really don't think permadeath's really gonna matter. I really don't.
With like 5 billion options.
No.
Permadeath is just
Um,
awful.
Well, I mean, like, you could get, like, a really good operative,
And have
and then
them
they
lose.
die because you
fuck
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
it ruins everything.
Um,
I already know I'm
Just
gonna
be
run with the
careful.
old lady. Every person I run, old lady.
he just
I'm
has, he just
Already
has,
Claudia.
he just
They're all knocking on death's door already. So I mean, what's a couple weeks really?
he's got, like, an army of just old people.
I just have an army of old ladies.
Gerald, ex-assassin,
with-
Brunhilde.
with C4 strapped to their chest.
Oh my god!
Running at the government buildings.
Shit! Remember when I said the FBI? The FBI are now like, come on, we got him now.
Then we had, the guy from Always Sunny.
Rob McElhenney.
Charlie Day? Oh, okay.
No, it
It
wasn't.
definitely was not Charlie Day.
And they're doing a TV show where he's a game developer and Yubi's doing all the, like, game side of things for it. So that's pretty cool.
What?
You'd have to watch it. It's hard to explain unless you see it, but it looks pretty good. The show looks good.
What's his character's name? Got a really cool name.
Yeah, I can't remember it either.
Guy doesn't
No.
give a fuck.
What was even the name?
Sounds
What was
like
the name of the show?
I don't know, but the whole premise sounds really weird. Oh no.
It's an MMO that he's developing.
Why
So
would you fart right at the mic, dude?
what is wrong?
ASMR.
Subscribe for farting.
Oh, that's really sad.
It's called Mythic Quest.
Yeah, that's it.
His character is something really good. It's Ian. So that's Ian Grimm. He plays Ian Grimm.
Yeah.
A game.
My God, that is the most
Yeah, and then
douchey name of
like
imaginable.
bottom barrel, really.
and like
Ugh.
he's self-centered and stuff too.
Yeah, I gather with the last name Grimm.
But then they
Kind of reminds me of Nathan Kerstetter, though. I mean, that's really the most bottom of the barrel you can get.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And then Shane from The Walking Dead or The Punisher came out with a dog.
What's his name?
I don't know.
John Bernthal.
Thank you.
John Bernthal.
Came out with a dog, and the dog was
Or
the best part of the
Bernthal.
conference. Moving on. Oh, wait, no, you can't forget they did Just Dance. And it's coming out on Wii.
Yeah, I saw that. What the fuck was that?
Wait,
What?
Just Dance is coming out on the Wii.
Wait, hold up.
Just Dance 2020 is coming out on the Wii.
And what else?
Everything.
Even Wii U.
And the
We-
No Wii U.
Just what?
So,
Hi, we're Nintendo. We're like making sure our old consoles are relevant.
No.
I've
It's
never-
Ubisoft because people still have Wiis specifically for games like Just Dance. And I'm talking like retirement homes and things like that. I'm not
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's nice. I
I'm about to go
understand.
down to the retirement home and pop a boogie on a Wii.
God.
Gross.
Just play that funky music, rapper. Play that funky music, rapper.
I'm gonna catch all those old people on the virtual gridiron.
Stomp the yard with Agnes.
God.
And then there was
So it's gonna displace a
Square.
Breaking 2 electric boogaloo up in that joint.
I don't have my
I don't know anything
Fucking
about Square.
Susan's
Yeah,
gonna.
I'm gonna get it here in a second.
Susan's twerking on
Oh,
on
no.
Harold.
Harold's just in an iron lung clinging to life. All names and likenesses of people in this podcast
completely coincidental.
are completely coincidental.
Oh my god! Now in my head, I have this really old lady twerking on it, doing an iron lung, and then another dude in a wheelchair, like behind her, trying to grind up on her too, like they do
They're
in
just
clubs.
rolling up joints filled with potpourri because they don't know any better.
How about I give you a gummy, son?
Oh no!
I hate you guys.
Oh,
And
no.
this is the part of the podcast where it all just kind of goes off the rails.
Okay, so
And we're back.
We'll start with some of the lackluster stuff from Square first.
Final Fantasy?
Oh, that's
Final
shade.
Fantasy?
That's
Final
throwing
Fantasy VIII is
shade.
getting a remaster. Now that's not lackluster to some people, but it's not like a huge thing. We all figured Final Fantasy VIII would be coming eventually.
What was the
My
big Final
question
Fantasy?
is,
'Cause
is,
7?
is
Did they
it
remake that
complete
yet?
from the ground?
No,
remake
it's
or
just like
a
they've
remaster
it's just like
HD?
they've done for everything else. So
Okay, so
far.
it's a new
Based-
coat of paint, essentially.
Okay, it's
You
just
know how they
based
like
on-
updated the models and everything for 7 and 9 and
Oh, so
like,
7 is done?
No.
No.
Okay, so they released 7 on like PS4. Like,
Okay.
And like
They
it's,
updated the
it's basically a
graphics.
virtual console kind of thing.
Okay.
Like they released it on Steam and everything.
Slightly remastered graphics.
Got you.
Yeah.
Because I firmly believe that
Like-
Square Enix has Final Fantasy VII remastered with balls to the wall graphics, and all they have to do is like, oh shit, we're tanking. Just hit this big red button.
They don't.
Final
they,
Fantasy
no, they're
VII's
still
done.
they're still working on it.
It's going to be in episodes. And
Yep,
each one's
they're
going to be
working
the
on
length
it.
of a full length.
But we'll get there. They have this
Final Fantasy
Romancing
is dessert,
Saga
though.
3 is leaving Japan. I'm not really sure what that is.
It's probably a dating sim. Go Japan.
It's all freaking...
Saga Scarlet Grace, another thing. Outriders looks kind of neat.
That did. Looks pretty decent.
Oninaki looks pretty cool. It's from the people who did I Am Setsuana and things like that.
And those were pretty good games too.
Yeah. War of the Visions is a Brave Exvius. It's like a follow-up to Brave Exvius.
What are you saying?
Brave Exvius.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Why does Square Enix make
Names
weird
that no
words that no one can pronounce?
Because it's Square Enix. Look at
Crystal
their name.
Chronicles will be out this winter,
Exvius.
like the
What does that
remastered
word mean?
version.
Oh, God.
What?
The remastered Crystal Chronicles
Okay,
will be
yeah,
out
that'll.
this winter.
Square Enix is a lot. What are you laughing at over there?
I'll wait till we get to Nintendo.
Okay.
The Last Remnant got a Switch drop that night.
That's dope.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting
Yeah,
paid
Final Fantasy
DLC
Brave
called
Exvius.
Remind. And their big shiny thing that they showed off Final Fantasy
Mobile
VII Remake. They
What does
showed
it
off some
mean?
Tifa gameplay.
It's just something they made up.
It is still
just a word
episodic.
made up.
and the first part that's coming out is on 2 Blu-ray discs.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, and each episode's going to be the length of a full-size game.
Yeah, that's what he was just saying. It's
Yeah.
on 2 blue. What is the need for a game that big?
It's a remake.
Because
To blow people
oh
away.
no, that wasn't their last thing. Their last thing they showed off was the Avengers game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It
one
looks
that nobody cared
okay.
It looks like trash.
All
Do
I
you
can
think
think
so?
about,
I
all
don't
I can
any
think
of the
about,
character designs look good.
all I,
Not a single one.
No,
Here's the
okay,
thing.
here's what
The
I was
thing
going
that
to say
comes
about
to-
that.
The thing that comes to mind is the one scene from Spaceballs where the one officer's like, "Oh, we've got you now, Lone Star. Turn around. You idiots. You've captured the stunt doubles."
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Like,
say. It
that's
looks like
what-
they're stunt doubles. But the voice acting is really good.
Yeah,
guess,
I'll give
I don't
him.
know.
I'll give it that. Like
Their
it
voice
has
cast
the-
is really good. Troy
You want-
Baker.
You want to know how
Nerf.
a game really gets ahead in the Avengers universe? You kill arguably one of your most popular properties.
I don't think
off.
he's actually dead.
You kill Captain America.
In the trailer.
So I just want everybody to know that Square Enix killed America.
Actually, it was Crystal
Well, it is
Dynamics.
Japan. So, okay, well,
They're not Square Enix. It's a subsidiary.
What's it
Okay.
called? What's it called?
Crystal
Crystal Dynamics.
Crystal Dynamics killed America.
They're the people who do Tomb Raider now.
Well, they already ruined Tomb Raider, so I don't care.
Tomb Raider was
No,
good.
Tomb
dude.
Raider was good.
So that was it for really it for Square. They had a lot of RPG announcements.
Well,
that,
it's Square Enix.
there was a couple of other ones that I was kind of excited about, and I can't remember them off the top of my head
It's
right
like
now.
when,
But
it's like if Sledgehammer or Infinity War came out and it's like, oh yeah, most of our games are first-person shooters. No, really. Like that's just Square Enix.
no, I'm saying they were very heavy on the Final Fantasy this year,
Well,
and like other JRPGs. There wasn't a whole lot of like their because they're a publisher too. They publish.
I know, but that's what I'm
So-
saying is like, out of JRPGs, what else has Square Enix done though? Like how many FPSs do they have?
They
How many-
actually do have
how many
some.
dungeon crawlers?
They,
how many?
That's what I'm saying. Those they
But they're
do.
primarily JRPGs though.
Yes, but what I'm getting at is like they didn't have a whole lot of. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
No,
anyway.
argue with me. Fight me.
I'm trying to keep this relatively short
Oh, are you?
and not like 12 years long.
How long is it so far?
I'm gonna give
Half
Wes a
an hour.
handy.
Can you not give me a handy, Nathan? I don't need that from you.
I need a handy.
So
Okay.
I need a handy out of this chair.
well, that's not what I
Can you
looked
help me
up.
out?
Why are you looking at Dream Daddy?
Oh, because it's coming to Switch apparently.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
Great.
Sweet Dream Daddy, awesome.
It was made by the Game Grumps.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Game Grumps helped develop it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
Looks like something you'd be interested in, Nathan.
It sure does.
I'm confused and slightly aroused.
Yeah, they did work on it.
So Nintendo opened with a Smash reveal, and
It was
at
a
first
pretty
when I'm watching
dark reveal too. It was really cool.
When I was watching this trailer, at first I was thinking, oh, it's another Fire Emblem character. And then it's like the hero from Dragon Quest, but it's not just one. It's like 4 different ones from, I think, 11, 8, 3, and,
Please say 9.
Are they alternate costumes?
yeah.
Is the one from the one you used to have in the poster in your college dorm?
Yes. Yep. No. He's actually part of this final Smash, though.
Yeah,
it looks
the
like
final
Tapion,
Smash
right?
has like fucking all
Oh, no,
of them
that's
in it.
that's Chrono Trigger. That's different.
The
Yeah.
final Smash has like all of them in it.
Same art style.
Yep,
Fucking
same guy.
ridiculous.
Kira Toriyama still, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
So the Warrior was announced for Smash, and then Bowser came out. Did you watch the direct?
It was great.
No.
No. Okay. So
Was it his first direct, though?
no, actual Bowser, like a CG Bowser, starts going, "Roar, roar, 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 roar." And they're like, "What are you doing?"
He's wearing
And
a
they're
tie.
like, "Hey, that's the wrong Bowser." And Doug Bowser walks out and is like, "Hi, everybody, I'm Doug Bowser."
Yeah,
Oh
well,
my
I was
God.
asking if that was that Doug
Jesus
Bowser's first
Christ.
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
I think he'll be good for me.
It was really good. And then they showed off Luigi's Mansion 3, which looks
with-
like a lot of fun, actually.
What is that? Ouija?
Gooigi.
Ouija. That just looks absolutely disgusting.
He was in the
Was he
second
just-
one.
Is he just a goo Luigi?
Yeah. It's like
Gross.
flubber Luigi. It's
Yeah.
nasty.
No.
The game looks a lot of fun. It looks like
It looks a lot
You
of
can
fun.
use them for multiplayer,
they,
and
uh,
you can use them to help solve puzzles in
Yeah.
single player.
I gathered that.
Doesn't
Doesn't make
it
them
looks,
any less
it looks like they
appealing.
fixed a lot of the issues that they had in Dark Mode.
Luigi.
It's like a best of the 2 games.
No one thought
so
that but you. That gives an interest.
Luigi
Ah.
exists for Daisy.
I'm really trying to remember what all they
Luigi exists
showed.
for Daisy.
Animal
Luigi
Crossing.
Animal
I felt like
Crossing was a little
exists for your
later. I think they
perverted
showed off.
mind.
Yeah,
I mean, if we have to do stuff out of order, we have to do
yeah, we'll
stuff
do it out of order. So Animal Crossing, actually, I'm really excited for because I was afraid that we were gonna have to get another Switch so that Alexis and I could play Animal Crossing.
Do it.
Turns out it's co-op. Like, you can play 2 people at the same time.
And if they
Okay.
allow you to do it with 2 Joy-Cons.
You can actually use your actual controllers. The only reason I know this is because on the gameplay they showed in the treehouse, it said press LR or your little tiny buttons. So that means that you can have 2 separate actual controllers, or like somebody can have the Joy-Con grip and somebody can have the Pro
Yeah,
controller.
but what if they allow you to use both Joy-Cons for 2 players on one game?
That's what he's saying.
Like on one Switch?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what he's
okay.
saying.
You don't have to exclusively use the sideways
Yeah.
Joy-Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then they talked about this collection of mana, which is like Secret of Mana, a game that was never released called Trials of Mana, Final Fantasy Adventure, and I think there was something else, and I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, mana, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. And they also announced that there's a remake coming. I think that was also announced Square one, but I can't remember. Pokemon was shown off a little bit.
Let's
talk
talk
about
about the bank.
Corgi.
Huh?
Let's talk about
Yeah,
Pokemon.
we'll get there.
Oh, we'll get
So
there.
Pokemon actually looks. They did a little thing before E3, and Pokemon's looking really good. However, they did announce something at E3 that is really shitty, but I kind of understand it. So, due to development time, and I think this is really what it is you can transfer things into your Pokemon bank and everything into the new Pokemon Home thing coming. But the only things that you can transfer into Sword and Shield are the things that are actually in the game. So, like, say Cyndaquil isn't in the game, you can't transfer Cyndaquil. Now, but my personal...
I am freaked out right now. Because as you were describing that, in my head, I was thinking, like, were you trying to pick a Pokemon like Cyndaquil? Like, I was thinking Cyndaquil. That is fucking weird.
Oh, God. I don't know. It's crazy.
So, like, I think that eventually they might introduce some more Pokemon through patches and stuff like that.
I'm legitimately
Because
freaked
they
out
haven't
right here.
completely ruled that out.
Chris, I'm sorry. I have breaking news.
Live from a living room in Pennsylvania. With GCE News, Andrew Fatika.
This just in. Game Freak right now has just announced that no Pokemon will be available in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Quote, "We just don't have time to balance any of them. We're too busy dealing with the spaghetti code from 1998, and Iwata isn't here to bail us out," unquote. I guess I'll
Pokemon's just not
keep coming in
happening.
hot with news every time it comes up.
That's
Pokemon's
really
just not
good.
happening. What?
No.
They also
breaking news.
said
It's real
that
news.
they also said that Mega Evolutions and Z moves won't be in these games, but look at the scope of what they've done with it so far. Like, look at the wild area.
I mean, what? It's got like 1,000 Pokemon?
With all the forms and everything, there are over 1,000 Pokemon models that they'd have to program into the game.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
As of right now, that we're sitting somewhere in the
Is there a
800s.
gun Pokemon so I can shoot myself? With that
Breaking
Pokemon?
news again. I've got some more.
Oh, okay.
Game Freak announced just now that Blaziken, Ludicolo, Hydreigon, Tyranitar, Cyndaquil, and Jinx have been deleted from the game. Updates for all previous games will be released to remove them from the games. If one of these former Pokemon reside in Pokemon Bank, they will automatically be deleted. Now, if you want one of your beloved Pokemon to remain, you gotta break down the walls of Game Freak. We gotta take this city back. I'll be back with more breaking news shortly.
So yeah, Pokemon, it looks good, but some of the news isn't that great. They showed off 2 new Pokemon after the Pokemon Direct too. There's a Corgi Pokemon. His name is
Yay.
Yamper, and there's this little imp thing called Impidimp.
People keep saying he's a demon.
He's a fucking
And-
demon.
Scott is
imp.
basically an Impigimp.
He's a demon.
He's an
So
He's a devil.
trying to think of what else they showed off. There was so much going on with Nintendo. I don't want to hit the very last thing until
yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Mario Maker 2.
Oh yeah, they talked about. They didn't really show. They had a sizzle reel that Mario Maker 2 was in, but Mario Maker 2 comes out like in a week or something. So
Yeah.
2.5 weeks. 28.
Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
no, not yet. God damn it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Banjo-Kazooie reveal.
Oh, that too, but we'll get there. Okay,
Well, we're on it
whatever.
now.
Oh, okay. We'll
So-
talk about Banjo-Kazooie first.
Okay, so I was gonna talk about.
They were added to Smash Bros. The end.
Yeah.
Okay.
The trailer was really cool though.
The trailer, it was a really, really good trailer. It was a very funny trailer.
I'm still trying to figure out what's going to happen if fucking Kirby eats Banjo.
He's just gonna have a little backpack.
Is he?
Yeah.
What about the bird?
He'll be in the backpack.
But does he leave Banjo? Does he?
No.
How does the bird get created?
It's a prop.
Oh, just like a puppet?
Yeah.
Some messed up Muppet in his backpack?
He'll probably have like a banjo hat with a little backpack that the bird's also there.
Chris, I'm
okay.
sorry I brought up Breath of the Wild 2. I didn't mean to make you cry.
It's okay. Breath of the Wild 2 looks fucking cool already. It looks like a horror Zelda.
Which I'm kind of okay with because the, what is it, Re-Deads are goddamn terrifying.
There weren't any of those in Breath of the Wild.
No. Well, no, there were.
In a while.
Yeah,
No, there
Wind
was-
Waker.
Majority
There
of
was,
it has.
no, I think there is Re-Dead in Breath.
Waker.
Actually, Twilight Princess, so 2004.
Twilight Princess was not 2004.
8.
There you go.
It's 4 years, that's a lot.
That's a big difference.
I
That's
know.
a big
You know
difference.
what was 2004? Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Got your
I
dates
love
mixed up,
Wind
bro.
Waker.
So, and then we had... Link's Awakening looks really good. I wanted to pick that one up for sure. They showed off Daemon X Machina, not really my cup of tea. It's like a mech fighter game. Astral Chain looks pretty cool, but it's, again, probably not something I'm going to get like super early. Dragon Quest looks really good.
Dragon Quest is always probably, it's one of those games that Nintendo can drop just cuz and people will buy it.
Well,
it's a good game.
Dragon Quest wasn't on a Nintendo console for a long time.
Until
Oh, that's
what,
right, it
9?
was Sony, right?
9 was on the DS, and then we got like spin-off games and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, not really a whole lot on, yeah. So then we had Dragon Quest Builders is coming out next month. That looks pretty fun. Oh, Crypt of the Necro Dancer, the Legend Cadence of Hyrule.
That does look good.
It's a rhythm-based dungeon crawling kind of
Beat 'em up.
beat 'em up game.
I'll
I'll have to
check
show you
that
some
out.
gameplay. It looks really fun.
What is it, like a hack and slash DDR?
In a sense, you have.
I'll
you
have to
move
show
the
it to
beat
you.
of the music and fight to the beat of the music.
Yep.
And the enemies do the same thing, and everyone in the world is centered around some sort of musical instrument. Like you fight Goma.
But he's got maracas.
Yeah, he's called Goma Rakas.
Chim chicky boom, chim chicky boom. Alright.
But yeah, overall E3 was okay this year. Nintendo had some really strong announcements.
Wait, we're missing one.
What are we missing?
Sony.
Sony wasn't even fucking there.
I know. Good. Stay out of E3, you fuckers.
Jesus!
They actually kept dropping all the trailers on their YouTube page as like the multi-plat trailers,
Well, there was one thing that I noticed, and I think
and they
I know
would
why.
they would actually title it this E3 trailer. So like I was like, way to fucking try to make money off of this, even though you're not there.
Here's the thing. The reason why I think Sony wasn't there.
Working on PS5.
No.
Yes.
Well, yes, but no.
Reveals.
Is 95% of the multiplayer games that came out at E3 are all cross-play. All cross-platform. And Sony is just like, nah, we ain't having any of it.
Ooh.
So I think that's why they weren't there.
So this it wasn't really announced at E3, but I gotta show Destiny some love, because now that Bungie is separated from Activision, we are no longer getting. So I'm an Xbox player, and for the first couple of years, Sony would get exclusive weapons, raids, and armor,
That's not a thing anymore.
No.
and it is no longer a thing.
That's awesome.
So I just want to. They'll never hear it, but I'm just very thankful to everybody
Thank
at
you,
Bungie.
Bungie.
Yeah, thank you so much, Base Bungie.
And
Base bug.
it's coming free in what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This September, they're releasing Destiny 2 New Light,
Which is base Destiny.
which is base Destiny, the first two campaign DLCs, Warmind and Curse of Osiris,
Those trials.
and it's also going to include the first mission from Destiny 1. which is cool because I've never played Destiny 1. I just skipped right to 2. So, a lot of cool things coming for Destiny. Basically, that's all I care about. The end.
Yeah.
It's also, weirdly enough, they announced the Google thing. They announced that it's going to be on Stadia, so it's going to be cross-plat.
I mean, technically, Bungie was at E3. They did, I think they're Coliseum interviews, I think they're called.
Call what?
Coliseum.
Oh, Coliseum.
I'm not really
But they definitely did interviews and podcasts at E3. So I guess technically it is relevant, but this was announced like a week before. But I don't know. That's all I got.
Animal Crossing. I'm going to hop back into Animal Crossing real quick. I don't know how many people... You guys haven't played, have you?
No.
Wes and I have. So because I frequent Animal Crossing, so much of that game looks new and awesome that like I'm super into it.
It
Like,
looks more like a survival game now. And
Well,
it's kind of exciting.
not really survival because there's no like survival aspects
Well, no,
to it.
but like the way you get to build your camp from the ground up.
Oh yeah. They finally introduced a way to make your own custom paths without making a pattern and laying it on the ground and making it.
Fuck, you just lay like
Yeah,
mortar.
but it's looking really good.
All right. So here's a question for y'all. What was your biggest, like, hell yeah when they released? Like, when they said they're releasing or something. The one thing that you are super excited for.
Oh, dude.
One game.
What did I yell? I literally shouted at my TV when they were showing off Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2?
I stood up and was like, "Oh, you're fucking kidding!" Hayden was standing next to me going,
What the hell, Dad? Andrew, what about you?
You already know what I'm
Yeah, I need you to say it.
Do you want me to say it?
Yes.
I'll say it.
"Oh God."
I'll say it real good. I'm really looking forward to Blair Witch. And I'm really looking forward to Doom Eternal!
Wesley?
Spike. I don't know.
Come on, you gotta have something.
Pick something.
One game that
Pick
you're
something.
super excited for.
Even if it's only from Nintendo, because
Yeah.
that's the only one you really watch.
Mario Maker 2.
Mario Maker 2?
Because I can piss a lot of people off with
Yes,
some
you can.
horses.
Well, you already pissed a lot of people off, but that's a story for another day.
I'm stoked for Gears 5. But that is because...
Why?
Why? Because I'm excited for the new storyline.
What's the new storyline?
Well, we get to see what the hell is going on with Kate,
Cat
I
Eater.
believe her name is. And JD is no longer little white crybaby pansy anymore. I'm hoping, at least.
Who's that? Marcus Phoenix's son?
Yeah.
Overall, this year's
Be
E3
honest.
gets like a 4 out of 5 for me.
E3 4 out of 5? I'd have to go 4.5 out of 5. Some of this stuff is really good.
I'm going to give E3 itself a 1 out of 5. But I'm going to give Bethesda all my love out of 5.
Oh, you're 11 out of 5. That's
Yeah.
a lot of love.
I don't know. Ubi was definitely the weakest, but Bethesda came in second for me.
Did Bethesda come in second?
Yeah.
Did Bethesda come in second?
Yeah.
Bethesda always comes in second to Chris.
Like,
Hey, Chris. Fuck you.
okay. Like, I like Bethesda stuff, but I'm more excited for other things that I
Like what?
Like a lot of the Square
Like Legend of
RPGs.
Zelda,
or
Breath
like,
of the Wild, too.
Oh, you mean all the garbage games?
Most of the Nintendo stuff,
Alright.
but
We're done.
I mostly-
This is it.
I mostly play my Switch, so
Yeah, so Nintendo stuff will always be.
Seems like you're a
high for
little
you.
biased.
only a little. But I own one of each console, so I'm not completely biased.
Wes. I'm going to ask you a question right now.
Bah.
Okay. Do you want to play PUBG when we get home?
PUBG.
Yeah, this is
You're
on
new
you're
update.
playing PUBG. You want to play
You want
PUBG
to
when
play
we get
PUBG
home?
when you get home?
This is a test. This is proof. Recording. What do you say?
Do they have to update it?
Do you want to play PUBG? When
Oh
we
my
get home?
god, you want to play PUBG when you get
Yes.
home? Okay.
Yes. Okay. You heard it, people of America. If Wes doesn't play PUBG tonight, I'm gonna hit him in the head with a hammer.
Alright.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
I made it through?
You made it through.
Oh, yay.
Alright.